Good morning and welcome to the July 25th County Commission meeting. If you'd stand for the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, good morning and thank you for being here. Please silence your cell phones, and meeting documents are next to Commissioner Bender for your review if you'd like. If you need a listening device, Carol would be able to help you with that. With that, we'll do item number 1, which is to consider a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes unanimously. Item 2 is to approve the commission minutes of July 18th.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. Item 3 is bills to be paid of $2,534,695 and 76 cents.
Pay the bills.
Second.
Any input? Commissioner Barth?
Chairman, today's bills include about $2 million for highway expenses, paving and all this. And we also have $236,000 to Armor Medical. So actually our other operating costs are pretty minimal today.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second to approve the bills. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. There are no reports to file. Item 5 are personnel actions. Item A is to consider a motion to approve the routine personnel actions.
So moved.
Second.
Excuse me. We have a motion and a second to approve routine personnel. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. Item B is a special commission action to approve a new senior bridge maintenance team member position, pay grade 14 in the highway department, and to approve an immediate internal promotional recruitment process to fill the position. Also, if approved, to eliminate the vacancy resulting from the recruitment process. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning, Carrie Deaver from Human Resources. A long action which thoroughly covers what it is that we're requesting today. DJ would like to create a new senior bridge maintenance team member position. It's not an additional FTE though. What he'd like to do is recruit to fill the higher level position, and then he'd eliminate the resulting vacancy. The total request for this is less than $5,000. And DJ's here if you have any questions.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Carrie or for DJ?
I'd make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the new senior bridge maintenance team member position. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. Item 6, there are no applications for abatement. Number 7 is a notice from the Brandon Township of the following new speed limit posting notifications. Speed limit of 45 miles per hour is set on 259th Street between 478th Avenue and 482nd Avenue. And item 2 is a speed limit of 30 miles per hour set for intersection of Redwood Boulevard and Chestnut Boulevard, going north on Chestnut Boulevard to Interstate 90, south on Chestnut Boulevard to City Street, and west on Redwood Boulevard to City Street. Those are just notices of those requests. There are no planning and zoning notices. Item number 9 is a petition for compromise. Is Melinda going to do that? Carol, are you? We're moving quick. She probably doesn't know we're this quick today. Are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
Good.
Carol was moving quick.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carol Muller, Commission Administrative Officer. Before you today is a request for compromise of lien, DPNO 3862, in the amount of $20,000. The Commission Office received this petition for compromise that was recorded January 16th, 1996, which represent hospital fees in the amount of $20,000 in medical expenses for the petitioner's deceased spouse. The petitioner expressed in her narrative that she should not be responsible for the lien because the hospital billed 2 years after the death of her spouse in 1993, and her bankruptcy had already gone through at that point. She believed that no outstanding balance remained for the medical bills. The petitioner is refinancing her home, which is when this came up, and she is anxious to have this addressed by the commission.
Thank you, Carol. I think we've had preliminary legal advice on this, so we all understand the situation. So is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion, but I would like to discuss it. I'll make a motion to compromise this lien in the full amount.
Okay.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to compromise the full amount. Commissioner?
So, this is the kind of thing I think we need to get some legislative relief on, where, years later we're getting bills from like the medical providers and stuff. We need to cut it off. In fact, Carol, don't we have some litigation going on items that are like 7 years old right now? I mean,
Yes.
that's nutty. I mean, how can we possibly even remember what happened 7 years ago when, half of the county staff is turned over and the people have passed away? I think this has to be on our legislative agenda somehow, Carol, and that's my comment, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I think that's a good suggestion. As long as I can remember, we've always been discussing stuff that's at least that old.
Correct.
And it's time to move forward.
I would agree.
We have a motion and a second to compromise the lien to 0. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. Now we're at the opportunity for public comment. If anyone has any comments they'd like to make on an item that's not on the agenda, we'd be happy to hear from you. Anyone here?
Mr. Chairman, are you here to speak on public comment?
Not this time.
Okay, thanks.
Item number 10 is to authorize a chair to sign an agreement between Minnehaha County and the Civil Design, Inc. for professional services to conduct construction administration for a replacement of bridge structure 50-130-193. Good morning, DJ.
Morning, Commissioners. DJ Boothia, Highway Superintendent. We had a bid opening last week on July 19th for this construction project. It's a bridge replacement just a short distance south of our county highway on a township road, just south of our gravel pit. If you're familiar with this part of the county, there's a whole bunch of gravel pits along the Skunk Creek Basin right there. And so there's a really heavy, a large volume of truck traffic in this area. And this bridge is not in very good shape, and also it will be used even more when the state enters into a construction project on their highway just a couple miles south of here, I believe next year. And so we're hurrying up trying to get this project complete this year, and the first step in completing this would be authorizing the professional services agreement for construction admin, and then we also have a follow-up agenda item next for awarding the contract to the contractor. If you have any questions, I'm available for questions.
Any questions for DJ?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the contract for the replacement of bridge structure 50-130-193. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. Item 11 is to consider a bid award and authorize the chair to sign a contract between the county and Pram Construction. Is that correct? Pram or Pram? Pram. For replacement project of structure 50-130-193. The bids are open July 19th.
Commissioners, this is the same project I just spoke about. We received 4 bids on July 19th. Our engineer's estimate was $682,000. The low bid's $514,438.55. Very good bid. We've gone through it. We've certified the bid tabulation and recommending awarding this project to Pram Construction. They've done a high number of bridges for us and do great work, and we're happy to be working with them on this contract.
Any questions for DJ?
PJ, what type of replacement will this be? Is this going to be a box culvert or a full replacement?
This is a full replacement of a bridge. I believe this one is a deck slab bridge.
Any other questions?
Make a motion to award that contract.
I'll second.
A motion and a second to award the contract to Prom Construction. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes. Thank
Thank
you. Item 12 is to authorize the chair to sign an amendment to an agreement dated December 14th between the county and Pictometry International to provide area-wide mosaic at no cost. Heidi Yerke,
Good morning, Commissioners. Heidi Yerke, GIS. We are requesting the chair to sign the amendment agreement to our pictometry contract that was dated December 14th. This is just to provide an area-wide mosaic at no cost. What they currently provided was, it was split into a north section and a southern section, and we would like it one merged image. Any questions?
Any questions for Heidi?
I'm happy to make motions to approve things that don't cost us any money, so that's my motion.
Second that.
I would say that we appreciate the extra work that went into all the conversations about the pictometry because the city and the county are jointly affected by this, and you can't do any better than what you came up with for an agreement this year, that's for sure. So
Right.
thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second to approve the area-wide pictometry contract. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion unanimously passes.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
13 is to authorize the Sheriff's Office Jail Division to enter into an agreement with LexisNexis for a 2-year subscription at a cost of $500 per month to provide law library service. Good morning.
Good morning, Lieutenant Mike Matzner from the Jail Division. Basically, the previous service that we were using changed their platform, and we're not ready to support an online version inside the jail. So changing to LexisNexis would be very similar to the product that we currently have.
Question, Mr. Chairman?
Kurt, go
So
ahead.
basically, you get actually physical books then?
No, it's all uploaded onto a laptop that is made available to the inmates.
Okay, but it's not a laptop that goes elsewhere, is that your
Nope,
story?
it's affixed to a rolling cart, and we have 2 of them,
Okay.
and they're used as needed.
Any other questions?
I make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Of course, I second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agreement with LexisNexis. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion unanimously passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 14 is to consider a motion to declare a non-functional 2008 on-site 300-speed radar trailer as surplus to allow Meade County Sheriff's Office to take possession at no cost. Joe Bossman, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lieutenant Joe Bosman with the Sheriff's Office. Coming to you this morning to ask for permission to declare a speed trailer that we have as surplus. We currently have 2 speed trailers. This one we're here talking about today is a 2008 speed trailer, a radar trailer that we use for speed enforcement in areas. It is not operational. We've tried over the last few years to keep it up to speed with new batteries. Unfortunately, now the display screen is in desperate need of repair, and it's going to cost more to fix it than what it's worth to us. We have additionally, as requested earlier in the year, part of our highway safety grant that we're applying for is we're looking for a speed trailer out of that grant process to get a new replacement for this. Meade County has shown interest in the speed trailer, knowing what condition it's in, and they are going to work on getting it transported out there sometime, hopefully, when somebody's going out to the rally.
Any questions for the lieutenant?
I'll make a motion to approve that, and I have a couple comments.
I'll second.
Go ahead.
Normally, giving things away requires a unanimous vote of 5 county commissioners. Today, we are short 2 commissioners, but since it's a government-to-government deal, we can get by with a simple unanimous vote of the 3 of us that are here. All actions take at least 3 votes to accomplish. And I hope that Meade County will give us a player to be named later on this deal, because and I hope that they do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any other comments? All those in favor of declaring the property a surplus, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Your speed trailer's up to speed.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Item 15, Minnehaha County Commissioner Liaison Reports.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
if I didn't say anything now, we probably would set a record for the fastest commission meeting. So rather than allow a new record to be set, I would comment that last night we had the planning and zoning met, and we were stood up by the Del Rapids contingent. We had joint meetings with Del Rapids, Sioux Falls, and our own planning, and there was some miscommunication in Del Rapids, and so they never showed up. Meanwhile, we had a couple with the issue in Del Rapids that sat through our whole meeting of Sioux Falls, Minnehaha, and at 9 o'clock, they were the only people left besides staff and the Planning Commission. And we've had a few other occasions where the Del Rapids folks didn't show up. I think we've had one maybe where the Sioux Falls Planning Commission did not show up with a quorum, but it's one of the reasons, I guess, why I have been opposed when other communities talk about doing that joint planning like Crooks was talking about for a while. It's a kind of a pain to have everything ready to go and not have the groom show up. Yeah.
Any other liaison reports? Commissioner Bender?
And just a couple, briefly, we had a local government meeting. I probably should have reported on this last week, but I think it was about a week and a half ago, where representatives from Sioux Falls and Lincoln County area municipalities, we all got together to try to come up with some legislative items that would be beneficial to everybody so that we could jointly support them in the legislature next year. And I think in the next one of the next couple meetings, we're going to be bringing those forward for our consideration. It was a good group, very thoughtful group, worked hard, and I think we've got some good legislative ideas to bring forward. And one of them, including our very own issue that we've dealt with people appealing their assessments and then not actually showing up in Pier after we've expended a lot of time and effort and money to get to representation there. So, and then just the other item, next week there's a group from the jail leadership team that will be traveling for a couple of days to go visit a number of area jails to just kind of really jumpstart our planning process as we're really working more in detail with the architects. So we'll be going to jails in Kansas, in Iowa, and up in Hennepin County, and I believe in Lincoln as well. And so it'll be 2 full days, but hopefully it'll be really time very well spent looking at a lot of facilities. So.
Super. Any other liaison reports? Any new business? Any old business? This is the way every meeting goes, Craig, so don't worry about being here too long.
Chairman, I would make a motion for us to adjourn.
I would second that.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion unanimously passes.
I think we're 3 minutes longer than the record.
I figured you had that all under control over there.